Hello, hello, hello. Oh, wait. Oh, my video's off. I'm sorry, guys. Hello, everyone. Thanks for hopping in here. We are going to talk about our offer submission checklist today. So it's a good refresher. Since we have some new faces to the team, right? To kind of go over what it looks like when you have an offer ready to be submitted, right? What the processes and the systems that we have in place to like kind of ensure that you did everything that you needed to do to make sure that this worked. So I'm going to give everybody another minute hopping in here. And then we'll begin shortly. Does anybody have some like good news for me? I love good news. Anything good happen? No? All right. Cool. I think we got a good group here. I will get started. So thank you guys for taking the time out today to review our offer submission checklist again. We do everything for a reason, right? And our systems have been proven and tried true, like over and over again. And we just really want to help you guys be super successful. So the system we have in place for you guys, so you know kind of what to check off, right? To make sure you did everything possible. Oops. Awesome. Okay. So the purpose of this checklist, I kind of just mentioned, right, is to run through all of it before you're ready to submit the offer, right? We want to maximize your acceptance rate, and by utilizing the system, we help to do that. So can anyone tell me why like a checklist or a system might be important when it comes to submitting an offer? I'll wait for a volunteer. I have no problem waiting.
Consistent.
Keeps you consistent.
Consistency. Yeah. What else?
You make sure that you've done everything on the list. You've hit every point. You've downloaded. You know, you've done all the things that you've needed to do.
Yeah. Why do we think that that helps us, that we do everything we're supposed to do?
It maximizes the client's like experience.
Yeah, and acceptance rate, right? Like we tried our best to put together something that helps you guys get your offers accepted. So it's super important that we utilize it, right? It's for you guys. Cool. Can I have a volunteer to read this slide? This is the first step, right, to the offer submission process.
2 heads are better than one. Drop your offer in the offer advice Slack channel. The team is here to poke holes in, help you see what you don't see. Why is this important?
Why is this important, guys?
So your offer looks the best when submitting it to.
It also makes you feel confident when you're submitting your offer, having other people be able to look at it before you actually send it in.
1000%, right? This way, you know, hey, I did everything possible here to get this to work. So we can see my screen here, right? Yeah, cool. So we see Jonathan, he said, take a look at this offer and let me know if anything needs to be strengthened, right? And within here, he included some information, right? All of this is super important, but dropping it in here is where 45 other agents are going to get their eyes on it, right? Do we want kind of people to poke holes at things that we maybe don't see? Yeah, right. Because people see things from different perspectives, right? Or maybe they know of like, hey, I used that provision one time and it really worked for me. You should try this. Is that helpful, right? For us? Because, you know, we're talking to the client, we're talking to the listing agent, we're doing all of that stuff. Sometimes we're not thinking of everything, right? That we could possibly be doing to put our best foot forward. So we all want you guys to succeed, right? And have you guys seen some people kind of, pop in there and say, oh, we should add this, or maybe doing this? Have you guys seen some of us hop in there and like help out? Yeah, we do that because we really want this to get done for you, right? It's exciting when we see you guys succeed. So, all right. Can I have a volunteer for this one?
Ping the team on hashtag do you know this agent with agent's name to see if anyone can hook you up. Why is this important?
How can this help us when it comes to submitting an offer?
So when you call the other agent, it sounds like you already know some things about them, so it comes off as stronger since you're knowing other things about them that other people wouldn't.
So this is for, this is in our Slack channels, right? We have a hashtag, do you know this agent right here, right? This channel. So if, if Jonathan was putting that offer in, right? And this Stacy is the agent for it, and he drops it in, hey, do you know this agent, right? Why do we want to ask our team members if they know this agent?
Well, we might have done a deal with her, or we know her personally, and she may give us some privy information that she's not handing out to everyone else.
Yeah, for sure, right? What if you closed 3 deals with this person and you're like, hey, my coworker just submitted this offer. Listen, trust me, the buyer's vetted, good to go. Like, just to be able to make that phone call and maybe push a little bit further to get your buyers kind of like top of the list, right? Yeah, this definitely helps. I actually was on a call with Joe, and I believe it was Marla, and Marla had submitted an offer, and she put it into, hey, do you know this agent, the Slack channel? And Joe responded like, yeah, actually, I work very closely with him. And Joe was able to like make a phone call, right? And like put the deal together. So it can be hugely successful for us, right? Because on the off chance that one of us knows that agent, right? I'm sure all of us has had a pretty good rapport with agents in general. It'd be really, really cool to be able to call on behalf of our colleagues, don't you think? Cool, right? Can I have a volunteer other than Dave to read this one?
Speak with listing agent prior to submitting offer to determine these 3 non-negotiables. What does the competitive price look like on the home? When are the offers due? What kind of special terms is the seller looking for?
Why is it really important for us to ask these 3 questions?
So you can submit the strongest offer possible over the other ones.
Right? What's our price look like? Is our price comparable? What do you have on the table? Right? Because then that gives us a really good gauge of like where the value could end up, right? And then, hey, when are you presenting offers? Like, when are they due? Right? The worst thing ever is to not ask that question and like find out offers were due 10 a.m. the following morning, right? Like, that's the worst feeling. So if we get ahead of that and stay super proactive to find out that price, right? Then hey, when are we submitting those things? When are your sellers going to get their eyes on this? Because that's important to me, right? It also helps set the expectation for an answer, right? And then asking what kind of terms. Why is it important to find out what terms the seller is looking for?
And so you can cater to the seller even more. So
Yeah, right. One extra step, an extra line of like something that we know the seller is looking for could set us apart. Do we agree? Yeah, right. Like if we know that the seller wants to be out by March 1st, right? Are we probably going to put a closing date before March 1st? Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, are a lot of agents doing this? Do we think that agents are really taking the time to like find these things out so that they can go back and advise their client?
Nope.
Probably not as often as they should, right? Do we think that this information is so valuable in our relationship with our client moving forward? Yeah.
Definitely.
Does it show like, hey, I'm going to find out what it's going to take to get this offer accepted? Does that show like grit, right? For sure. We're taking it one step further for our clients. What? Oh no. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why this is cool. Why it was doing that. All right. Next slide. Anybody want to read?
Call the buyer's lender to inform them. Oh, sorry.
No, that's my fault. I don't know what's going on with my computer.
Call the buyer's lender to inform them that you'll be writing an offer on the specific property and make sure they're ready to call the listing agent.
Why do we
What?
think it's, kind of important to let the lender know what's going on?
So they can.
Tim, do we know why? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Laura.
So they can call and like back that the pre-approval and the mortgage is gonna be strong and that it's ready to go.
Yeah. The buyer's lender, right, is looking at their finances, is looking at their file, right? And if I'm a listing agent and a lender calls me and says, hey, listen, I have all W-2s, I have all tax returns, right? I have last 4 months of pay stubs, like whatever it is. Do we think that that kind of like says to the listing agent, like, wow, these guys are serious and they've done their due diligence to make sure that they can afford this property? Do we think that that's like the kind of the message that the listing agent gets from us?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So do we think that this is an important step?
Yeah.
Do you think that will stand out if the lender doesn't do this? No, right? We're having price drops, right? Back on markets again. I don't know if you guys have been, getting your eyes on that. There's nothing worse than like wasted time, right? And this is the lender saying, guys, like, they're going to be approved for this loan. I promise you. Like, they're good to go. They've been fully vetted. I can assure you the affordability for this property is there, right? It kind of like gives a peace of mind to the listing agent. Like, all right, cool. Like the lender called me, vouched for them. All right. Next slide. What are all the required documents that we want to include with our offer?
Cover letter, signed purchase agreement, pre-approval letter, proof of funds, seller's disclosure, wire fraud notice, and LBD. Why work with me?
Yeah. Why are these items important to have when submitting an offer?
Because it looks like you have your shit together.
Got your ducks in a row, right? We got everything that the listing agent could possibly need from us to be signed, already submitted. Do we think that that makes a big difference that when we have like all documents already done and filled out for the
Yeah.
whole process?
Absolutely. And I will say this from our end, when people used to email in their offers for our listings and they would forget so much paperwork, it'd be really frustrating. And like, I would be really disappointed to work with them in the future. And then there's been agents that we've worked with multiple times because we know that they're so efficient, had all their stuff together, everything was in there. It just makes it for such a smoother process and just gives you a better reputation as well.
Nailed it. Like, there's nothing else to be said because that's exactly right. Like, we look at the professional, we're super proactive, right? And we look like we know what we're doing. That's important. All right. How about this step?
Prepare email. Prepare an email using the offer submission template. Update offer terms and email summary. Update lender contact information and body and CC them on email. Copy Joe Oz and Gabrielle on email. Attach merge PDF with all documents. Preparing.
Can anyone tell me why this step is important to prepare like the email?
It's easy for the listing agent to see all of the terms of the contract, and then it also is easy to get like the deal moving forward if it's accepted with everybody attached on the email.
Yeah, there's no there's clarity, right? When you're updating all the offer terms in the beginning of your email, right? The agent can get their eyes on, okay, what are the most important things we're looking for here? It's usually price, right? It's usually what, closing date, right? What kind of mortgage we're taking out, all of that. Super important to get like a quick snapshot of that, helps you go fast, right?
Yep.
And when you have your lender contact info in there, are there any questions to be asked on this file? No, right? Along with their lender, we're including typically their attorney information, right? Does that help like expedite if we get our offer accepted, does it help expedite getting into attorney review? If like that listing agent knows exactly who the attorney is on the file and we can commence it quickly?
Mhm.
Yeah, right. Like I said, nobody wants any wasted time and like chasing somebody to get this info and oh, I'll get back to you. Having it all there for the listing agent to see, once again, shows like we know what we're doing. We have our ducks in a row. And trust me when I tell you, I'm the best agent to get this done for you, right? Cool. All right, last step.
Hit send and cross your fingers, eyes and toes, but no, you just submitted a badass offer.
Why is it important to hit send and know that we like submitted the best offer?
So you can put all the good vibes out there.
Good vibes, right? Also, like, there's nothing better than knowing, like, hey, I followed this system exactly how it was supposed to go. I know that we put our best foot forward, right? And there's nothing else I can change about this to make it work. You should feel really good knowing that, right? Like I followed the system. I know exactly what I set my client up for. Cross our finger and like call the listing agent, right? Find out how we look. So next one.
Call, text lender, letting them know the offer was submitted, and to please call the listing agent and sell the offer in. Call or text or video message buyer, letting them know that the offer was submitted, and we will update them shortly.
Yeah, do we know what sell the offer in means? Who can tell me what that means?
Like kind of encourage them, that try to sell them on the idea that your offer is the best one put in so far, and be excited about it, get them excited about it.
Yeah, 100%. Sell it in, like pretty much assume the close. That's what the lender is doing. Okay, listen,
Yeah.
I'm the guy who does the finances, sees all the background, right? If I'm telling you they're good to go, they're good to go, right? We're
Mhm.
selling that offer in. We're getting that listing agent to believe us, trust us, and work with us, right? And then yeah, we want to keep our clients updated. Like, did we submit it? Like we need to let them know where we're at. So sending a text message or a video message, hey, submit the offer, I'll keep you posted if I know something, like kind of gets the buyers also like anxious in a good way, right? Here back. And again, like doing what you say you're gonna do, right? Oh, I think that's the last slide. Do we have any questions on this process at all? Like any questions as to why we do something or how we do it? Do anyone need any more clarity about it? Do we all know where to find this on the university?
Yes.
Yes. That he asked from everybody, because for sure. Cool. All right. I have no problem showing you guys where that's at. So you
Yeah,
have
just so you
quick and
know,
easy.
you guys know, it's in 5 different spots. That's how important this is. 5
Can you tell us where
different
it is?
sections of the university. All you have to do is go to Kajabi and go to the search bar. You can type in offer submission checklist, and it'll show you all the different parts, and they've all been updated, and they're all available as downloads in the buyer agent section, 5 steps to succeed section, the onboarding section. So you just need to go into Kajabi, you can search offer submission checklist, or you can go to the buyer agent and like submitting an offer, and it'll be one of the attachments, but it's in 5 different spots. 5.
Yeah, so I'm going to show you that search bar because this is like amazing, right? To move really quickly to find exactly what you need. My internet's a little slow. Please forgive me. Right here, right? We got all of it here. Lauren has all of these great resources on here. And here's the offer submission checklist, right? So you could download that as a PDF, save it to your computer. I highly encourage it, right? So it's like easily accessible for you guys so that you're not like, oh, wait, what's the next step, right? You have it right in front of you. Checklist is just a system. I mean, a system is just a checklist to make sure that we've done everything that we can. So the nice visual to see that we've done all the steps. But yeah, it's in 5 different spots, which is awesome. Please utilize this university. There's such good stuff in here. But that being said, thank you guys so much for taking the time. So when I see your offers in like offer advice, right, they're gonna look like this. We're gonna do this whole process from beginning to end and ping me, right? Because I will be happy to get on the phone, the listing agent, whatever, with your buyer, whatever it takes to make sure that offer is like the strongest best that we can possibly present. I'm here to help you guys. So ping me if you need me at all. And I guess I'll see you guys soon. Cool.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you guys
guys.
so much for taking the time.
Thank
You
you.
guys, you're the best.
Talk to you soon. You guys are. Talk to you soon. Bye.